What's up? What's up? What's up? Today is all about perspective. Have you ever seen something and you had to be like, which angle am I going to look at it like? You know what I'm saying? Because like Yoda says, either way you right. Either way, if you try or you don't try, you right. I can do it, I can't do it. Either way you right. Right? So you normally carry a perspective. So today I want to talk to y'all about keeping things in perspective and controlling your own mind. So remember we were talking about Bill Cosby? Trouble can't find you in your own lane. I told you, I didn't know it was going to be rolling out this fast, but it's rolling out like this fast. So Kanye West, what does Kanye West and the house that I'm selling have in common with one another? So I have a house in North Carolina that my father left me that I'm selling, right? And then I don't stay in the house. Nobody stays in the house. And it's just sitting there with a for sale sign out there. I have an agent on it. And I have my cousin goes and cuts the grass. Then on this hand, you got Kanye West, who I've never met. I don't even have his last 3 or 4 albums. I have mad respect for the cat, though. Gemini, June 8th, Team Gemini, he's popping. And I've watched the hour and 43-minute long video he did with Charlemagne the God, which I'm going to have to include below so you can watch that. It is a must. And then I also saw the TMZ stuff, and I saw the song they did with T.I. He's supporting Trump and all that. What does him and my house got to do with perspective? Yesterday, my cousin calls me and says, yo, I'm getting ready to cut the grass, but hey, it looks like somebody stole the air conditioner out the window. Now on this house, there's a front porch, and there's there's a screen porch that's got windows on it, and they had a little air conditioner in it, a little air conditioner that does not work. Air conditioner's crazy old, right? And I was like, oh, they did me a favor. And then I told him, he said, man, somebody stole the air conditioner and the windows is cracked. I said, what? I said, okay. So he says, I said, man, if they would have told me, I would have came to North Carolina, stayed 2 days, opened the house for them, and paid them $100 to get everything they wanted. Because there's some things in the house that need to come out, but I don't want to pay somebody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't do it all myself because I don't stay there. I'm like, yo, I would have paid them jugglers to come and take more than the air condition. And he was like, ha, ha, ha. He said, so tomorrow I'll go over, and when I come back to cut the grass tomorrow, I'll go in the house because I'm going to have my pistol with me. I don't blame him. And he says, I'll go and see what's going on. So he calls me this morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. He says, cuz, you sitting down? I was like, yeah. He was like, man, I went in the house and they got everything. I said, they got everything? What did they get? He said, they got the hot water heater, they got the washer and dryer, they got 2 refrigerators, they got the stove, and they took 2 ceiling fans out the ceiling. And I say, they did, huh? I said, I got a question. I said, did they get any of my pictures that are hanging on the wall? Because I spend a lot of money on them pictures, getting them framed. They mean a lot to me. He said, no, all your personal stuff is still there. I said, well, good. I said, because he was like, good. I said, have you ever heard somebody reply like this to what you just said? How would the normal person say it? They'll be like, oh my God, somebody broke into my house. They took my stuff. Less than 24 hours ago, I just said I would have came all the way to North Carolina, which would have cost me a day in salary, 2 days, and to go out of my time. They went and broke into the house, didn't break none of the stuff, took all the stuff out the back door, and locked the house back up and left with everything that I wanted to be taken out of there, except for the hot water heater, but hey, I ain't tripping. I was like, wow. He was like, yo, you got an interesting perspective. Switch over to Kanye West. Kanye West says, I love everybody. What you should do is go to Kanye West's Twitter and look at the last 4 days. Just scroll, 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 and look where his mind is at. He tells everything in his Twitter about where he's at. Kanye West is an enlightened being. Listen, if you caught up in Donald Trump, you definitely would get caught up in Bill Cosby. And guess what? You would definitely be out of your lane. If you get caught up in being angry at Kanye because of his evolution, because he said George Bush doesn't care about black people. So now he's supposed to be the poster child for hating white presidents. So now he done changed from being the poster child of I hate anybody to I love everybody, and I'm going to start at the top and work down. And I'm going to make America great again by how I get down. Now here's the other piece. In the interview he does with Charlemagne, he talks about this whole stream of consciousness. He says everything now is a stream. Everything now is a stream of consciousness. A stream of consciousness. Yo, he's breaking the door wide open. These other people who are coming to him, they have a different perspective. They still want to be slaves. They still want to be like, you can't say this because you're letting your fans down. Kanye says, I'm my first fan. See, you got to put it into perspective. Are you your first fan? Send me an email back and say, who's your biggest fan? Really? Or who were some of your former biggest fans until you made yourself your biggest fan? I love Jay-Z, but I'm a bigger Sister Myra fan and Mitchell Gibson and a Sunyata Saraswati, people who've done something for me personally, than I am for somebody who I don't know. I'm listening to your music, but guess what? You don't determine, like, I don't own a pair of Yeezys and don't want none, but I want him as an entrepreneur to get money because I'm into getting money. So anytime I see somebody talking about getting money, I'm fully with that. But when I see him talking about streams of consciousness and bringing out your genius and living free, Kanye West going to be the poster child for living free. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know none of the music. I might have to buy a pair of the shoes, but that's going a little far. They $450. Some of them are $1,200. But I ain't going that far. But I'm going to stick with my stuff and say perspective. Perspective. It ain't what happens, it's how you respond to it. And when you look at this interview, when Charlemagne is throwing him these questions like this, he's thinking thoughtfully before he replies. A lot of us don't do that. Can you put your thoughts into perspective? That's my message for today. Also got to tell you that the Print Your Own Money course is on fire. It's not too late to sign up. May 5th, I'm shutting it down, which will be Saturday. But tonight we got a class of 8. It's class 3. The first class was the supplies and the unpacking and the strategy. The second class, which was on a full moon in Scorpio, I laid it down. I came front, I laid it down, yo. I'm very proud of myself. I represented on that bad boy. I gave out the formula for the moon magic. So remember, whenever you sign up for the course, you get all the replays, access to it for life. However, what I'm getting everybody ready for is only good for, well, the main part, the ritual, the money magic on the new moon in Taurus on the 15th. Okay, so it's huge. Like, you see me just come pulling on the do-rag. Hey man, tonight I'm going into like setting up the altar proper with the ancestor money. We're going to do a review over the phases. We're going to be talking about strategy, writing the goals, and getting into branding. Because when you go to livingfree.coach, it says a practical course in magic and branding. Magic and branding. So the magic part, we got the astrology piece. Well, sort of the astrology with the moon. Now we're going into the strategy of setting up the spiritual piece. And then we're going to move into the branding on Sunday. Sunday is going to be all branding. How do I take all of this and move it into the branding? You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate you taking the time out of your day, checking out this email. Man, send me an email back and say, are these helpful for you? And what is the situation that you had to put into perspective lately? What did you have to put into perspective lately? Go to livingfree.coach to sign up. The early bird special is gone, but I promise you, I can't put a value on it. 5,000, 10,000. I done put a lot of stuff into these first 2 classes. We got 4 more classes. Come on, man. I want y'all could be here. You could be here. But check it. Either way, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I'm gonna leave you like I found you, in peace and prayer. Anabakoa Gejalakia Minka, Tatia Tezara, Kabel Renat, Amcha Sagvenu, Taharvanu Nara, Nahagibor, the Shea Yakadeka, Kavava Shaman, Barkum Tarum Rockame, the Zika Taker, to meet Gamlin, Kasim Kadosh, Pararuf Tufka, and the hell out of Taker. Keat Gahel, I'm Chapanez, or Craig Katushka Taker, Shavatanuka Bell, Ushma, Zakatanu, Yodea Talamo, Barukshim, Kavomakuto, Lalam Vaed. Peace. May the 5th, last day to sign up. Come through. Peace.